Ravi, thank you so much for spending the time with us today to talk through all of these different things. I think as we come to the close of the session, maybe one important question, right, that everyone's going to have is the world is changing so fast. There's just so much information, right? You've been the business head of an AI company. You're at a deep tech fund that's looking at AI innovation very, very closely. Any recommendations for your go-to sort of sources of content, of knowledge, of information that you would like to share with the community in terms of how they can keep themselves updated on things that are happening with regards to AI innovation today? Because I think there's a bunch of stuff that you told us, which after you said it was like, oh, we should have known this, right? Including the last example that you gave about how to think about open source models, containerized models. But it says something that we didn't know, right? So it's clear there's a lot of like even in today's time there can be information asymmetry if you allow it to be there. So, any advice on how we can all stay up to date and keep ourselves current and relevant with the changes in AI?
I think specifically about so deep tech is a big domain with multiple things. Specifically for AI, I would strongly encourage people to start using AI as a developer, creating new applications using OpenAI APIs, etc. Create a Hugging Face account, try something, right? Go close to the developmental environment because you will be then not developing itself, but going through the conversation flow, you will know, okay, which direction is the wind blowing now, right? What is the new model that has come up where there is excitement in the developer world, etc. So this is one way to do it, that go close to where the action is. And you need not be a hardcore developer actually, right? Because that's the entire thing that AI has done, made everybody some sort of a creator, right? So that's number one. The second is I find within your organizations do a lot of demos and use your training time or whatever you would have for career enhancement, repurpose all of that to AI usage, right? Get do hackathons which are AI related so that you learn from the team itself, right, of what is possible. And they would, this is like summarizing of all the knowledge that exists in your organization, right? And typically it will be more with the guys who are younger, developing today than leadership, right? So break that gap by doing these kind of engagements and learn from them firsthand, right? So this is the second practical approach to getting hands-on or maybe grounded in AI in some way, right? The third is there is a lot of, I find these analyst reports from all these, investment banks like Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley and so on, very good. So maybe subscriptions like those could be very helpful. I find these podcasts like Acquired or All In and so on very useful, right? They are always at the reporting on the latest and also sharing the vision of what is going to come. Those are very helpful. So plenty of resources out there, right? But nothing like getting close to action, either yourself or as a proxy by organizing your training sessions, etc., repurposing it in the right way, right? So that's, I think, on AI specifically, that's how I would go about it.
Ravi, thank you so much for spending the time with us. Thank you, everybody who joined the call and dedicated a Sunday morning to this conversation. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot, Ravi.
Rohit,
That was
team,
really
for
enlightening.
having me. Thank you.
It
Thank you
was
so
our
much.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.